Hey, it's your Fraser, Penguin and Chief of CMO Huddles, and we are going to give you some time management tips today, particularly because we want to free up some time so you can think about the long-term strategy of your organization. So, Marca Armstrong, brand new on a new job, how are you going to free up some time to think about strategy?
So I have used this tip, Drew, in previous jobs. And what I do is I take like an hour and a half, at least twice a week. I block my calendar. I put it on as a work block. I either go for a walk because I love being outside in beautiful Colorado. I get to look at the mountains and think. Or I do some reading and I get through my pile of trade magazines. Or I open up a PowerPoint slide deck and I just start putting ideas, and then I get to come back to it later. The goal is to get yourself out of the day-to-day of Zoom calls or meetings or social media or whatever you're doing. Just block it on your calendar and make it a repetitive thing.
I love it. That's going to get a double ear flap thing for you because your calendar is your best friend. If you're not managing that like a precious thing, you're making a mistake. Okay, Katrina Klier, what's your tip? Time management.
Well, I'll agree with Marca. I'm a big fan of time boxing in general, like just the day-to-day stuff, because it can consume and override your strategy time. So time box that day-to-day stuff so that you're like, I'm going to allocate an hour to whatever this thing is, and I'm going to get it done, and I'm moving on, and I'm going to get all of it done in that hour. I'm going to get as far as I get. So that way you can block off those strategic thinking times in your calendar and actually keep that appointment. And I agree, like get out of your desk, get out of the place where you have to think about all the day-to-day, change your environment, and it changes your perspective. I like to go walk my dog.
There you go. All right. I know I thank my dog all the time. Okay, Hannah Grap, Sitecore. Hannah, what's your tip?
My time management tip is in line with the others we've heard here. It is kind of really paying attention to my calendar, blocking that time. But then the second half of that is letting my team and others know that I've blocked this time to do this deeper thinking work, and making sure that I'm set to do not disturb so that that time is protected. And everybody knows that, there's a different type of work that I'm focused on at that time.
Yeah, because I mean, we often get is that someone will, they'll text you and say, hey, I saw that you blocked this calendar for thinking time. Can we just have a meeting instead? No, we're not going to do that. Okay, Jamie.
Exactly.
I'm keeping with the theme. My favorite
God.
place to do strategic thinking is when I go outside for a walk. I have to leave the environment and my laptop to actually make headspace for thinking, and walking is one of the best ways for me to do that. The other is I keep a notepad with me. I mean, anywhere I go, because I get random thoughts of ideas and I want to be able to capture them. And so I like to put pen to paper, whether it's by my nightstand or in the car or wherever else. But I keep that notepad there because of the random thoughts of creative ideas that come to me when I least expect it. But I would say remove yourself from your everyday environment, get out into the fresh air, get your oxygen flowing, and that's where you're going to get some of your best ideas. And you're making headspace for that.
I love this. So I'm going to wrap this up. We're managing our time. We're setting up special time for it. We're also getting ourselves out of take this time. We're getting ourselves out of our environment, and then we're making sure that we capture those ideas whenever they come up, but making sure that we're not doing it when we're sleeping, because you can't sleep and work at the same time. All right. Well, if you're a B2B CMO who can share, care, dare with the best of them, and block your calendar, do yourself a favor. Check out CMOHuddles.com. Penguin hats are not required, although a group of penguins is a huddle. Okay, that is your Tuesday tip. I'm Drew Neiser. Peace out.